and then when you get there, it's like, bang, go.
Yeah.
So for me, the most exhilarating and the most frightening and the most I've ever got from any kind of experience was Boiling Point as an actor. It was a wonderful experience. You know what I mean? Literally, I'm speechless. It was. I mean, it was very powerful. They really seemed to love the film, and look, there was a good few friends and family there. Not all the cinema was friends and family, but we had quite a few friends and family and stuff, which was beautiful. But for me to come back, literally, my journey started down the road at the Everyman when I was 14. So to come back at this time in my life and very kindly and very lovingly put on our film and let us have a Q&A was massive. Do you know what I mean? It really was. In fact, it's a great theatre. It really is. It's a brilliant venue. I've watched a few films myself here back in the day when it very first opened. Do you know what I mean? Coming with my mum and dad, and it was just amazing to be in that cinema. And it was packed out. So it was a very humbling experience, if I'm honest.
I was also wondering how you two found working with each other.
It was great. It was fantastic. It was, I've said so many superlatives about the man. It was a joy. We've got a wonderful friendship and something that I hold very dear myself. Do you know what I mean?
I think it definitely helps having that, like that. We've known each other for 20 odd years, so.
Yeah.
And we've become very close in the last 5 or 6 years or something. So going in to a job with that is gold. You know what I mean? You just can't because as he goes on to sets, 3 or 4 different jobs a year or whatever it is, and you go in with brand new people who you've never sort of worked with. But I think for us, it was certainly for me. I had a confidence. He gave me confidence. And in turn that made me sort of give the other actors confidence and stuff like that.
And we shot. It's
you shot something there.
It's interesting working in Liverpool. I really enjoy working in Liverpool. It's there was once I shot. Obviously we did Little Boy Blue, and at that particular time I stayed at my Auntie Vera's. It was lovely. I'll never forget that. That was an amazing experience for me. I love working in Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? I really do. Last time I was here, I was here with my kids and my missus, and we just had a little mooch around the Tate and just went round the docks and out with my mum and dad and just had a little mooch. And it's it's a lovely place, isn't it? The biggest challenge I've ever faced as an actor is that film that you've just watched. It has to be. It has to be Boiling Point in that respect of, it's one take. Your performance is from the moment Phil says, right, action, to the moment Phil says cut, which the distance between those two things is about an hour and 28 minutes or whatever. So just that in itself, and for me and I've said this, you know what I mean, I have said this, for me it's the most, without trying to sound pretentious, the most zen-like acting I've ever done in my life, because you're completely in the moment and you're immersed within everything that you're doing. Outside of it, nothing else exists apart from what you're doing at that particular moment. And unlike other performances or other jobs, other acting jobs, you can go, okay, let's cut there, let me do that again, or when I next do this, I'll maybe try and do this next time, or I can put a bit more into that particular thing, or maybe get a note off the director and go, okay, let me try it that way next time. But with this, it was kind of like we did all of our notes and all of our research. I think that's why we were on the phone for literally 3 months before, and then when you get there, it's like, bang, go. So for me, the most exhilarating and the most frightening and the most I've ever got from any kind of experience was Boiling Point as an actor, and as a team as well.
For both of you, who have you been most excited to work with?
Philip.
Absolutely him. Absolutely. Yeah.
Bingo.
Literally
very excited to work with
So
Phil.
Scorsese,
Not Scorsese. It was a beautiful experience, but I was really excited to do this film. Like I said, for the things I've just said, it was the most challenging, the most exhilarating and the most rewarding piece of work I've ever been a part of.
Was there any specific differences that you noticed between, like, say, Scorsese and Philip? Like any kind of like,
34 years,
like how they
34
work.
years of age.
Yeah,
Really, no,
yes.
no,
The-
no,
like the
no,
process or
no,
anything.
no. It's very similar. You know, I've been
Wow.
really. I've worked with a handful of people who are well. I've worked with some amazing directors, and Philip's qualities that he brought, and especially the process and the way we worked on this particular job, were very similar to Marty's and to Shane's. And another wonderful director I've worked with called Lewis Arnold as well. It's it's very similar to that kind of way of working, where they just create a beautiful playground. And Paul Andrew Williams, you know what I mean? They create a beautiful playground for you to just go out there and do, and they fill you with confidence, and you feel like you can do no wrong. Nothing's going to be, you can do no wrong, but you offer things up to the table and see how it goes. But I've yet to work with Phil in that capacity, because I've only ever worked with Phil in one take sequences. Do you know what I mean? So I would like to do a proper film or something together where we can, which we write. I just realised that it's never going to happen for a while. But yeah, we've got something else in the pipeline. All right, that's it. Yeah, lovely. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
love.